Vamos a darle a esto. Vamos a darle un like. Vamos a subir subtítulos en inglés. ¿Podemos traducirlos a español? Por favor, español. Calidad 1080. Vamos a cambiar la escena de reacción. Y ahí estamos. Un segundo, vamos a reaccionar a esto. ¿Cuántos son? 12 minutos. Voy a cerrar Minecraft. Vamos.
Hello fellow Arcasians, my name is Zeal's Ambitions and I'm working alongside Amazon Games to introduce to you a totally new class unlike any others we have seen before.
¡Qué bueno! ¡Qué bueno! Ahí tenés al artista.
The artist, who is the defender of her homeland, Remeria, will be the first to join forces with us from the Yaz race. She is known as a visionary strategist. The artist is the latest support subclass to be added into Arcasia. She'll be the first to represent the newest specialist class, and she joins us with her modern and unique toolkits. She has the immense power to enhance her party members' combat abilities or draw forth marbles, which restores health. She does so by utilizing her class identity, the Harmony Meter. The Harmony Meter is generated by each successful basic and skill attack hits, as well as upon using certain skills. Maxing out a Harmony Meter will complete a Harmony Orb. She can store up to 3 Harmony Orbs to use at her disposal. To the sides of the artist's Harmony Meter, we have her Yin-Yang skills. On the left is her Z-Key Moonfall, which upon use increases outgoing damage of all her party members by 10%. Moonfall consumes 2 Harmony Orbs and the buff lasts for 10 seconds.
Consume los orbes, claro.
2 Harmony Orbs may seem
si los quieres usar después, nada.
The artist is unique is her ability to sustain a high uptime on her Moonfall buff as her Harmony Meter generation in the endgame is seamless. By using her other yin-yang skill, Sunrise, which is her X key, you can quickly change from an offensive playstyle to a defensive one. Sunrise consumes 1 Harmony Orb and summons a Sun Marble at the target location. The Sun Marble lasts up to 1 minute and recovers 25% of max health points upon interacting with it. Anyone in the artist's party can interact with the Sun Marble with the G key. Also, if you take a closer look, you can see an animated timer ticking around the Sun Marble. You can have up to 3 Sun Marbles summoned at once. With the artist's class engraving, Full Bloom, you can enhance their Sun Marble. When the enhanced Sun Marble is summoned, party members within 24 meters of the Sun Marble's placement and within 24 meters of the artist will be healed immediately for 15% of the artist's max health points. Also, the Full Bloom engraving changes the skill animation of the Sun Marble. Throughout this video, we will be showcasing the artist's various abilities and their range. Trixian's inner circle is a good indicator of what 24 meters looks like in Arcasia. An expert artist will position a Sun Marble nearby a severely wounded party member while positioning herself so that she and the Sun...
Pará, no entiendo, pero se siente interesado. Igual. No, más o menos entiendo porque yo ya lo probé en la clase. Sé que tiene esas burbujas que son como... es como... Actúa como healer también dentro del grupo. Cuando vas en una guild, tus compañeros se pueden curar con esas orbes que tira de salud. El tema es ese. Se puede curar y tiene como un rango a las personas o al grupo que esté alrededor, como que le da un cierto porcentaje, le devuelve un cierto porcentaje de salud. Más o menos es lo que entiendo.
Changes the skill animation of the Sun Marble. Throughout this video, we will be showcasing the artist's abilities and their range. Trixian's circle is a good indicator of what 24 meters looks like in Arcasia. An expert artist will position a Sun Marble nearby a severely
organiza el miembro del grupo mientras se posiciona, de manera que la curación del área de efecto afecta a todos los miembros del grupo. Es una llamada para una healer. Además, cuando el artista tiene 3 orbes, tiene la flexibilidad de sanar o proporcionar.
This makes her class identity more modern than her predecessors, and this versatility has proven to be useful in today's raiding scene. Other than her class identity, the artist uses her weapon, a brush, to spray ink upon her enemies to cause even greater harm and paints the battlefield to enhance their party members' combat abilities. Additionally, she uses her brush to protect party members from harmful attacks. We can break down her skills into 4 major categories: shields, buffs, debuffs, and other important abilities like stagger, weak points, and counter. Today's endgame rating scene has put an emphasis on having high uptime on shields for damage mitigation. Today's debuffs and other important utilities like stagger, weak points,
Target, weak point y counter.
Today's endgame rating scene has put an emphasis on having high uptime on shields for damage mitigation, as well as high uptime on buffs and debuffs to push bosses into major raid-wide mechanics checks. Also, stagger, weak point, and counter are crucial as there are multiple checkpoints where all three criteria.
Todo eso si vos le subís las habilidades al máximo. Yo todavía no, porque no tengo todos los puntos como para subir las habilidades, pero ya en el momento que estoy jugando ya pega bastante, pero un disparate.
Are tested to pass major boss phases, and thankfully, the artist fits right in as she excels at all these categories. When it comes to shields, the artist's bread and butter is Stroke Hopper and Stroke Sprinkle. Stroke Hopper is one of the most commonly picked and an iconic artist skill. She rides her brush and bounces up.
Monta el cepillo y rebota. Es un golpe muy bueno. Es como uno de los golpes que tengo también con la Dead Blade, que también que hace como un giro y después salta y hace un golpe que tiene cierto rango de ataque. Lo bueno de los ataques que vos podés, hay ciertos ataques que vos podés darle como más rango para que pegue más lejos. Y es buenísima la verdad.
And with the right tripods, generates a great deal of harmony meter and places a shield on party members.
Yo conozco a los miembros. Mira, eso no lo sabía.
Strike. Stroke Hopper's last tripod, Ink Enhancement, changes the skill into a combo skill, which adds 2 more hops and 1 more second to the shield's duration. With the additional hops, the artist can bounce towards her party members that are spread out, or if her party members are closely grouped up, she can hop around the same area to refresh their shields. While hopping around is fun, she needs to make sure to be striking her foe with each hop to gain precious harmony meter. This adds a bit of challenge to the skill. The shield from Stroke Hopper lasts for 4 seconds, and while the shield duration does not stack with each additional hop, the shield timer does get refreshed with each hop. Stroke Sprinkle is a directional skill, and with the Ink Shield Tripod, the artist gains another ability to shield her party members. With the help from Wide Angle Attack and Drawing Aligned Tripods, you will have an easier time landing.
¿Ves lo que te digo? Esto.
From Wide Angle Attack.
Wide Angle Attack. Que vos podés aumentar el ángulo o el rango de ataque.
And drawing a line tripods, you will have an easier time landing shields on your party members. Do note that when the artist is using Stroke Sprinkle, she will not get the shield application on herself. While this skill has a learning curve, it is commonly used skill due to its powerful shield, which lasts 5 seconds, and it being on a relatively low cooldown. Plus, it is a good stagger skill. Speaking of its cooldown, with the right gearing, which we will discuss in a bit, the artist is able to keep 100% uptime on shields for her party members while weaving the Stroke Hopper and Stroke Sprinkle. Paint Starry Night can be swapped in for extra shielding in exchange for skills like Paint Pouncing Tiger, trading extra stagger point and harmony meter gain for emergency shielding. Paint Starry Night has baked-in super armor and tenacity from her tripod so that the artist can stand firm and protect her party members with the Azure Starlight tripod. Other than shielding, the artist has Paint Sunsketch and Paint Sunwell that buffs her party members' combat abilities. Upon casting Paint Sunsketch, she casts a buff that reduces a party member's damage taken by 15%. With the robust protection tripod, damage taken can be further reduced to 35%, and I highly recommend this tripod for progressing new raids as it gives the artist a slight edge over Bard and Paladin. Also, Paint Sunsketch with the Hard Hitter tripod provides attack power buff to her party members. These buffs coming from Paint Sunsketch are applied to the artist and her party members for 8 seconds. Paint Sunwell is the mana recovery skill for the artist and her party members within 24 meters. When she casts Paint Sunwell, she creates an artist's scroll at the location. With the Blast tripod, all party members standing on the artist's scroll gains attack power. MP Recovery tripod enhances the mana recovery portion of Paint Sunwell. Also, do note that the mana recovery is instant upon cast instead of recovering over time. To recap, Paint Sunsketch casts a buff that reduces damage taken, while Paint Sunwell helps with mana recovery for her and her party members. While they do separate things, Hard Hitter and Blast tripods turn these two skills into attack power buffs. Please do note, these two attack power buffs do not stack. You want to spread them out without overlapping them, so you and your party members have a higher uptime on the attack power buff. Also, do note that Paint Sunwell attack power buff is received when standing in the artist's scroll. As long as you're in the scroll, your attack power buff will keep refreshing. Make sure to prioritize the scroll placement on your main damage dealers. For debuffing, Paint Drawing Orchids is equipped with the Ink brand tripod. which creates a debuff on the foe to take 10% more damage for 12 seconds. Paint Drawing Orchids also provides your party members 8% attack speed with Agile Strokes Tripod and 30% movement speed. Paint Drawing Orchids debuff of 10% increased damage stacks with the Artist's Yin Yang skill Moonfall. These two, in combination with Paint Sunsketch or Paint Sunwell, allows potent plays for Artist's party members. For utilities like Stagger, Weak Point, and Counter, Paint Pouncing Tiger can be used with Stagger Enhancement Tripod. This skill has Stagger, Weak Point, and generates a decent amount of Harmony Meter. Stroke Upward Stroke is the Artist's counter skill that comes with Stagger and Weak Points. Also, it is another source of Harmony Meter. It's a combo skill, so first and second hits can register as a counter. Additionally, we can't forget Artist's unique skill, Paint Door of Illusion. This skill creates a dimensional opening at a target location, which lasts for 10 seconds. You interact with it by pressing the G key and it travels you as far as 32 meters from the dimensional gate to the artist's current location. Taking the dimensional gate also gives the party member a shield. The Space Stack Tripod makes the skill even more powerful as you can place up to 2 dimensional gates. With the Purified Tripod, the dimensional gate can remove the latest harmful effects on your party members. If you want to purify, make sure to place the dimensional gates within 7 meters of your party members. While this skill is also great for Harmony Meter generation, I recommend leaving one stack up just in case. You never know when the party members may need an emergency teleport, purify, shield, or all aforementioned. As we face greater threats in Arcasia, the teleport component of the dimensional gates opens doors to creative and clever plays. So do not underrate the value of Paint Door of Illusion. The skills mentioned up until now are some of the most important and widely used skills for the artist. Each skill is packed with useful synergy to help her party members. As for awakening skills, the artist has Masterwork Spectacle and Masterwork Efflorescence. While casting Masterwork Spectacle, any target hit with this damage receives a debuff, lowering their crit resistance by 12% and reducing their movement speed by 60% for 6 seconds. This awakening skill does not generate any Harmony Orbs. Masterwork Efflorescence grants a large shield for every party member within 24 meters of the artist for 12 seconds and grants the artist with 2 Harmony Orbs. Definitely recommended for the artist since her job is to support. And with that...
Ay, perdón, me tuve que ir así. Se largó, pero impresionante. Tuve que cerrar todas las puertas porque ahora sí se largó. Ahora sí se vino la lluvia. Se largó impresionante, para. Se largó y estaba gritando Luna. Estaba gritando porque, claro, ella se asusta mucho por la tormenta. Y estaba gritando, pero de manera impresionante. Tuve que cerrar volando las ventanas, todo, pobrecita. Claro, estaba muy nerviosa ella. Estaba muy nerviosa, pobrecita. Yo después voy a ir para allá a cuidarla un poquito porque el gato que tengo es muy callado. Bueno, por suerte tenés tranquilidad. Pero Luna es muy expresiva, muy nerviosa, muy asustadiza con las tormentas sobre todo. Pero por lo demás es muy amistosa y se da muy bien con todo el mundo, muy cariñosa. Con lo que es las tormentas, con lo que es la lluvia, se asusta mucho, pobrecita.
That said, to bring the best out of the artist, Awakening Expert.
Tengo que cambiar el coso porque, claro, están hablando de las habilidades que están acá abajo. O sea, esto no lo he podido llegar todavía. Me falta muchísimo para levear mi main, que es la Deadblade, pero...
Full Bloom and Heavy Armor are her core engravings. For her 5th, Vital Point hits is recommended to boost her stagger. It is an engraving, proving to be more and more valuable with each raid release. Or you can also choose to go with Drops of Ether as well. With the Ancient Access,
claro, eso todavía no lo tengo.
For her 6th engraving, you can go with Crisis Evasion level 1 or Explosive Expert level 1.
Tengo que explorar bastante lo que es el tema de grabado.
Artist's attack speed for even faster animations. Spirit Absorption level 2 and Heavy.
Capaz que jugando con la artista puedo entender un poquito más, porque me va a ayudar a jugar con la otra. Con la Deadblade yo creo que sí. Me va a ayudar a aprender, a entender un poquito más para poder mejorar la otra, que está a 1000 y pico. No, yo no sé si llega a 1000 y pico.
The Armor level 2
creo que me
are
falta
also
mucho.
popular as well. But please be advised
bueno, voy al total, dale.
that the artist is a very fragile class. As a matter of fact, the artist is tied with the bard for having the lowest EHP in all of Arcasia. I mean, just look at her. The artist is a subclass designed to be a support, so the set bonus she will use is the Swamp of Yearning gear set, which further empowers her and her party members. For combat stats, swiftness and specialization on necklace, and full swiftness in all other accessory slots are recommended. High swiftness alongside with cooldown gems for all their skills, will help the artist sustain 100% uptime on shields, buffs, and debuffs. Additionally, the faster she can rotate her skills, the more harmony meter she can generate. Her skills rotating faster means that she'll be ready to aid her party members with stagger, weak points, and counter checks as well. Another perk of playing the artist is that she doesn't have many tripods that level up beyond the base level. She'll be easy to pick up and go. Other than her supporting abilities, Artist has the necessary tools to carry herself in combat. Her other class engraving, Recurrence, enhances her yin-yang skill, Moonfall, with additional 12% crit rate and 40% crit damage for 60 seconds. Also, by selecting the damage tripods, she is fully capable of pushing through solo challenges Lost Ark has to offer. I highly recommend you check out the artist and try out all her beautiful abilities. She is a ball of energy with an extremely active playstyle. Arcasia will never be the same once these specialists join our ever-growing roster. And I am so excited to see what the little Yaz will bring to Arcasia. My name is Zeal's Ambitions, and thank you once again to Amazon Games for giving me the opportunity to introduce such an amazing and modern class. See you all in Arcasia.
Muy bien. Muy bien. Luego investigaremos más un poquito de las otras clases. ¿Qué es esto? Es una nueva clase de Lost Ark. Un mmorpg. ARPG en realidad. Tiene vista isométrica. Es parecido sería como jugar Path of Exile. Igual que jugar Diablo. El tema es que Diablo recién ahora está como tirando a ser MMO. Es este tipo de juegos que también comparto. Además de los comunes que siempre juego. Yo no sé qué es lo que soles jugar vos, pero yo suelo jugar MMORPG tipo WoW, Ion, Guild Wars, Black Desert, Lost Ark. Va a salir el Corepunk, quizás en algún momento lo podamos jugar, depende de los requisitos que pida. Throne and Liberty también.